Jay Anderson here, showing off a gunmetal gray 2016 gunmetal gray Murano S. So it is a base model. See, it's redesigned entirely for the 2016 model year. It's a very sleek design. In fact, it has the same coefficient of drag as a Porsche 911 Turbo. Now, it doesn't have the downforce of a 911 Turbo, so don't go taking it through corners the same way that you would one of those. But as far as fuel efficiency and things like that, it does have a 3.31 coefficient of drag, which is very impressive for a vehicle of this size. This one is equipped with all-wheel drive, like almost all of the Muranos that we order here. We find that front-wheel drive doesn't sell very well in Utah. Here in the back, you can see that we've got a good amount of cargo room. You've got some additional kind of tie downs that you can use to help keep all of your cargo from sliding around back here, as well as the cargo cover that just slides in, slides right back out. Keeps all of your stuff nice and hidden. Here you can see we've got releases for the seats in front, which is really convenient because they also release from the seats themselves in the front, so you can do that either way. This way you can do it from back here when you need to put something in that's longer. Just down under the trunk, well, under the cargo area floor, is where you'll find everything you need in case of an emergency, including your spare tire, jack, tire iron, all of that. It's all found down there. This is also equipped with a backup camera, which is standard on the Murano, but it does not have the all-around view camera that you get in some of the higher trim levels. Moving on to the back seat. Here you can see where how they fold flat. There is just a little bit of a bump, but with this cover here from the rear side, it is very, very close to a level surface running all the way forward. It is a 60-40 split, 60% on the passenger side and 40% on the driver's side. Now these also, other than being in this upright position, if you pull this tether, which will also allow them to fold forward and flat, they will recline. There are 1, 2, 3 positions past upright. So you can see passengers can choose a position that's comfortable for them. You also have standard rear air vents back here, which would just get a mix of the climate chosen by the driver and front seat passenger, as well as a USB charging port back here. A little compartment in there that's useful both for the people in the front and in the rear. And here, where you have your cup holders fold down, there's another little compartment, as well as, of course, armrests for the people in the rear. Moving on to the front seat, which for many of you is probably the more important, as most people looking to purchase are also looking to drive these. So here on the driver's door, we'll start there. You've got your window controls. It is auto up and down for both the driver and passenger windows. Just one touch either way is a really nice feature. You also have your window locks, as well as your unlock and lock buttons for the doors, and your mirror controls. Down below, right where you normally have your hood release, you have your hood release on the right, and on the left you have your gas release. Down below that, it is a push pedal brake for the parking brake. Moving up, you have your traction control, which you can turn on and off, toggle on and off with that button. Every time you restart the car, traction control does come on again, and you would have to manually turn it off. The other openings there are for other options that are available on higher trim levels with more features. Just above that, you can adjust the brightness for the dashboard and displays, as well as your trip reset button that you've got there for your odometer. Let me go ahead and turn this on really quickly. As you can see, it's got key link, which is a really neat feature that I can explain more about if you're interested. We are low on fuel right now, which is what that warning is there. Here on the, we'll start just behind the steering wheel with the headlights. It does have automatic headlights, so if you just switch it to auto, you don't have to worry about turning them on or off when it's night or day. The car will do that automatically. And of course, that's also your signal switch, as well as your high beam switch. On the steering wheel, at the top right here, you have the voice recognition for the car, which allows you to connect to different features that are available. Here you've got, we'll let you cycle through your presets on the radio, as well as help you control the display that is immediately in front of the driver. The phone button here is used for answering phone calls when they come and you have your phone hooked up to the vehicle through Bluetooth. The phone will ring over the car sound system and you'll be able to speak to the person over the car sound system. The speaker for that is found just up here right by the lights, so it's a really nice and easy place. It is able to tune out road noise and allow the people you're speaking with to hear you clearly. Below that, here you've got the button that lets you cycle through the different menus that are available on the display immediately in front of the driver. The source button lets you choose the source for the radio, whether it's AM, FM, CD, or media being either a phone or an iPod or other music player that's plugged in, and then you also have your volume controls right there. On the right side of the steering wheel, you have your cruise control, fairly self-explanatory, and behind that you have wiper controls for both the front and rear, which are both intermittent wipers, which is fairly standard nowadays. Here you've got some different, it is a 7-inch touchscreen display. You can go into the menu and you can see you've got Home, Nissan Connect apps. Nissan Connect is a new app from Nissan that allows you to stay connected to the world through your phone in a way that was previously impossible to do. So there are apps available for that, and they help keep you connected hands-free to keep you safe while you're driving, but still connected to the outside world. It does have a map that pulls up there as well, and you can change the brightness of the screen with that button there. Then you've got your audio, that takes you right into the audio menu where you've got some different options on the touchscreen, and all of these options are also available on the touchscreen, as you can see at the bottom. On the right side, the camera button just takes you into settings, but if you put it into reverse, it will open up on this screen the rear view camera. The lines are guidelines to help you judge distance to different objects, and you can see that you can actually even see the bumper right there as well. Moving down, you have your AC controls. That is an automatic AC system. Just set it to the temperature you want. The car will work to get it to that temperature. It is also dual, so you can see that there is a driver and passenger option for temperature control. If you press the dual button to turn that off, it will become the same as the driver's setting. Press it again and it will revert to whatever the passenger had it set at previously. That about explains the AC unit. It is a push button start, as you can see here, with an intelligent key, so you never have to get the key out of your pocket. And it also has, it is a constantly variable transmission, but it does have a manual mode that you can put it in by pulling it back. There we're in drive, and pushing it over to the left puts you in manual. And it's simulated through, I believe it's 7 gears, but it won't let me shift out of first because we're not moving currently. There you can see we're back into drive because I shifted to the right, and all the way back up into the park. 2 cup holders here in the front. There you have a 12-volt charger. That is not a cigarette lighter. That is simply a cover for the 12-volt charger. Here you can see you've got a little compartment, really nice size for phones, and it also has a USB plug-in which will also charge, as well as an auxiliary input. Opening up the console, you can see there's a shelf here as well as a good deep console. The shelf is removable, so you can simply pull that out, and there's another 12-volt charger in the console. Here in the glove box, you can see, if I get this open, it is a good deep glove box, can handle quite a few things on top of the owner's manuals that will also fit in there. That about covers it for features in here, so let me go ahead and pop the hood and we'll take a look at the engine very quickly. So it is a 3.5 liter V6 that you'll find in the Murano. It is standard, and there are no other engine options available for the vehicle. Same engine that you'd find in the Maxima, the Pathfinder, and the Nissan Altima with the 3.5 liter V6. It is tuned differently for all of the different cars based on what you need, but you can see it's a very clean engine compartment. Of course, the plastic cover helps deaden sound, as well as the sound deadening that they've got on the bottom of the hood. And it sounds nice and smooth. Here on the front, you also have this right here, this plug, and what that allows you to do is put a tow hook directly into the frame in case you ever needed it. And I think that about covers it for the Murano. It's 2016. Let me turn this around really quickly. I'll show you me. I'm Jay Anderson, so I'm who you've been listening to this entire time. And I'm just at the Ken Garff Nissan store in Orem. We're right off I-15, just up the hill on University Parkway. So come see me. Thanks. Bye.